Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love the way these cute earrings turned out. A very whimsical look to them. And the seed beads totally match with the copper and the pink.
Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 4 of 5 using the Sam's Bead Box. Mojave does it for August of 2026. And today's video is these earrings. I think these turned out so cute. I used up all of Sam's Bead Box's seed beads already, so I had to bring in my own. So I brought in these two, which I'll show you in the video. And then I also used this white thread. I don't think I showed you this when I did it, but I used this. And I just kind of intertwined them together right here, just for a little bit of interest in there. If you're not familiar with Sam's Bead Box, I have a coupon code VIP5 for $5 off your first box with them. I will leave the information in the description below, as well as the other videos that I've done so far from this box. And there's one more to come after this, so stay tuned. So yeah, I just love the way these turned out. These are so cute. And I love the incorporation of the copper and the pink in with that. So if you want to learn how to make these, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting out, this is the earring I'm going to be making. And I just kind of have the seed beads kind of intertwined, just for like a really cool knotted effect. Oh, and another, if I could show you another little trick. I think I've done this before. So I ended up using white thread. And if you have any that's showing afterwards, if you just take permanent marker and put that over it, and it's actually behind it too, so you can't see it. But you could do that, and then you don't see that white thread. Make sure that's dried before I lay that down. I don't want to mark up my pad. So I ran out of their seed beads. I used all their seed beads already. So I'm using the 11 seed beads in bronze. I got these at Hobby Lobby. And then I'm using the 11 seed beads in metallic pink. So, and I'm doing like 8 quick rows. It's a really easy tutorial to follow. So I think that's so pretty, and it's very lightweight as well. Okay, I have a 2-inch eye pin, and hold on one second, let me get my thread. So this is the thread that I'm using. This is my favorite thread to use, and I have it in different colors. I could have probably used it in black as well, but I didn't want it to show through this flower bead. I was afraid if it showed through. So I have like a wingspan of this. And then I have a 2-inch eye pin. I have a copper ear wire. Then I'm using the other beautiful floral copper pendant and then, or charm. And then I have the other gorgeous pink bead and one of these beautiful flower beads. So let's start with this earring at first. So we're taking a copper, bringing it down to the bottom. Then I'm putting this flower bead on. Then we're doing a pink and a copper. And then we're doing this pink. And then we're doing the copper. So here we have right here. I'm going to bend this like that. And just so you know, I want the ear, hold on one second. I meant to do this. Hold on one second, let me fix that. Okay, so I want it to be, this to be like this. So I'm turning it this way. I know you probably can't see because the beads are getting in the way. But I have it so that it is exactly, so see where this is? So I'm going to turn this to the side. So I'm bend that like that. I'm going to take my wire cutters and I'm just going to, and I always close my eyes when I do that. And so now this, aside from those beads, this is facing to the side. So I'll show you after I do it. So here's this, and then I kind of start like right there. I just kind of start bringing it over. One second. Oh. You're cutting the lawn outside. Okay, hold on one second. I did that too close. This is why I like using my round nose pliers. Okay, I cut too much of that off, but I can make it work. Maybe I can't. Hold on one second. Let me get another one. Ah, boy. Okay. I cut too much of that off, and I don't want it to have a icky looking earring. See if I can get all this off. Okay. We're gonna do this again now. Just gonna throw that whole thing out. Okay. So now we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do the copper piece. And then the gorgeous flower. If you just watched my other video, I'm making my third video right now too. And they're still outside cutting. I thought they were done. And I did the pink and the copper. And then I did this, and then I did the pink. And I'm, okay, so here is this. So let me grab this and show you. So what I want is I want both of the holes to be facing the same way. So I'm gonna bend that way. Now I'm just gonna cut it a little bit. I think I cut a little too much off last time. Okay. So they're moving around because of the other beads. So now I'm going to take this and make it into a circle. There we go. There we go. Okay, so might have to adjust it a little bit. And then I'll show you what I was talking about. In case if I'm there we go. Okay, so now I have it so that both of the holes are facing the same way, if that makes sense. Okay, so here we have that. So now, put that aside for now. I get these pieces off, and the rest is really easy. Okay, so I'm gonna come up through that. Let me put this over to the side. And I'm going to do 11 coppers. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now I want to do it, hold on one second. Okay, so we're going to have it, you know what, there we go. Okay, so now we have it so it's facing front. So now I'm going to go through this right here so that this will all be in the front. And I'm turning this around just to get this tied up. So I'm going to do 11 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to take this little stopper right here just for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to put it on there just so that won't move. So now I have this, and now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back through these beads. I'm just going to do a double. Let me get this. I'm trying to not tangle everything and show you this. Okay, so here's this. Okay, so now we're going to go back. I'm going to go through all of these again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then what I'm going to do is, before I do the rest of it, I'm going to tie a knot. Okay, so now I'm going to go through this and turn it around again. I'm going to go through these other ones and then come up at the top, and I'm going to tie a knot. Eight, 9, 10, 11, and I'm going to go okay. So here we have that, and I'm going to undo this. I'm going to pull this a little bit more down. Okay, so this is how it's going to start. So now I have this. So what we're going to do, we're going to do one knot. We're going to do a surgeon's knot, or just a double knot, because I have the needle on the other one. Okay. There we go. One second. Okay. So let me get everything over here. Okay, so now where am I coming out from? Okay, so now I'm coming from there. So now I'm going to go through some of these again, and then I'm going to cut off that extra string. Then I get the needle. The knot is going inside of that bead. There we go. Once you get this started, then it's really easy. It's just, and the thing is because I'm trying to film as I'm doing it too. Okay. I'm going to go through the rest of these. This really is easy to do. Okay, here we go. So just 11 of these beads. I'm going to come out there. Okay, so now I'm going to take the pink ones. And I'm just going to do 11 of the pink ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so now I have the 11. So now we have this. So now I'm just going to go through that hole again. I need to cut that little thing off. It's confusing me. Hold on one second. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to cut that off real quick. Okay, so here I have this. Okay. Okay, so here I go. So now we have that. We're going to go through here again. And I'm going to do 11 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I do, when I get to a certain time, and it's all visual, I will go and connect it. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to turn that around. And I'm going to do the copper ones. So I did 2 coppers, 2 pinks, and now 2 coppers and 2 pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. We're going to come up through that. Okay, now we're going to do this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. It's coming up to the front. And we'll go through that. I just kind of keep going through that hole. Okay, so now we need 2 pinks. So 11 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and then we're going to go through that hole one more time. And then we're in the front. Now we're going to have that pink come down that other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and now we're going to have it kind of coming down to this side. So just kind of work it through then. So you see how it just kind of has that. Okay, so now I will I'm coming through there. So now I'm going to, I need to come up through a few of these copper ones right here. Right, I have that right there. I'm going to do some of these instead. Do some of the pinks. And come out like kind of in the middle. Let me grab that. Like that. And then I will grab a pink and just go down through this copper one like that. Yeah, there we go. And it just kind of connects them all together. I will tighten all those strings up. They're kind of so a little bit loose when I tighten them all up. See how it just gives it kind of like that little swirl? I love the way that looks. And now I'm just going to come up through this side one more time. I'm going to grab a copper one. I'm going to come up through some of those pink ones. And I'm just kind of eyeing it as I'm doing it. And now I'm just going to grab a pink one. And I'm going to grab some of these copper ones right here. It kind of connects them all together. Okay, and I'm going to go through the top. And then I'll make my knots. I like to make my knots in the back. Okay, so here is the back of it. Okay, so here I have it right here, picking that up. And I'm going to go through that and start to bring it through. And I'm going to go one, tie that knot. I'm going to go back through again, back through again, tie another knot, and I'm tying the knots in the back like that. And then I'm going to take this, and I will take a copper one, and I will just kind of go down some of these ones because I don't want to cut it like right at the base. So it's got two knots. Can't see where my needle is going. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm missing some of that. Here we go. Okay. Just come out there. I'm going to take that there. Cut that. And then melt that down. And then I'm going to put, use that little bit of, okay, then I'm going to use a little bit of the pink marker. One second, let me make sure this is going the right way. Okay. Okay. Because the pink's got on both sides, but the copper piece doesn't. There we go. Okay. So then I have my little marker. You see any of the thread, I could just put that little dot on there. And because it's permanent, it covers it. So here are the adorable earrings. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love the way these turned out. They're just kind of like, you know, they look kind of like knots. So they're not, you know, anything fancy or anything perfect, but I love the way they turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, Sam's Bead Box, I have a coupon code VIP5 for $5 off your first box with them. And I've got 2 more tutorials coming up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and even give me a swipe or hype, as they say, at the bottom. And all of my social media is below as well in the description if you're interested in following me on anything else. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching.